Hello, and welcome to the Good Vibe Show. And without further ado, let's go. Today I want to talk about meditation and mindfulness. It is a really underestimated topic and not nearly talked about enough. Even though you've all probably heard some very spacey magazine talk endlessly about the benefits of it, but I'm here today to give you a perspective from just a regular guy and hopefully make it entertaining and fun as well. I think that there are a lot of misconceptions about meditation, so let's dive in. When I say meditation, most of you probably think I'm referring to owning a Buddha statue and sitting for at least an hour a day saying And it can definitely be that, but it is also so much more. And a thing I think most people doesn't realize is that literally everyone is able to meditate right now without needing to go through a long course or anything. Let me tell you just how easy it is. Take a blanket or a workout mattress, leave it on the floor, sit down cross-legged. No need to learn all sorts of advanced yoga positions or anything. Straighten your back. You want this to be healthy for your posture as well as your mind. Then place your hands, knuckles down. Close your eyes. And then for 5 to 10 minutes or longer, if you feel like it, just simply focus on breathing. And try to clear your mind of all thoughts and focus only of your lungs breathing in and out. A tip I have for you is to not be forceful about it. I did this a lot when I first started, but it becomes easier and more effective if you just let your thoughts pass through instead of trying to block them. Imagine your mind and thoughts like a river just slowly and constantly flowing.
Go ahead. Hang on, sorry.
Whenever you lose focus on your breathing and start thinking about that one time you embarrass yourself in front of the whole class or what you're gonna eat for lunch, try to just acknowledge that the thought is there, but don't dive into it. Let it appear in your brain, but don't think of solutions or how awkward you were as a teenager, but just let it pass by, just like the constant flow of a river. Really though, you should try this. The calmness and contentment your mind feels right after is unmatched, and it is actually a miracle that something so beneficial can be so easy and obtainable by all. You just have to set a minimum of 5 minutes a day off to doing this, which I don't care how packed your schedule is, you can. Trust me, it is worth it. And maybe you don't trust me, and to that I say fair enough. I'm just an anonymous guy making vibey videos on YouTube, but I have an ace up my sleeve. Science. There has been done a lot of scientific studies showcasing that meditation isn't just hocus pocus and actually can be seen to improve people's health, and with basically every negative emotion and feeling, meditation does appear to have moderate to large positive effects on, for example, stress, anxiety, loneliness, and even drug abuse. There are even some studies saying that meditation can re-alter patterns in our brains. The patterns we have in our brain connected to mind wander, worry, and not to be present in the moment can very likely be physically rearranged to more positive associations. And as a matter of fact, the part in our brain containing awareness of our surroundings and empathy has also been proven to be more active in people who practice meditation. You don't find a more easy, accessible, and even free way to gain these many benefits. Just try to work yourself up to meditate for around 10 to 15 minutes a day. Very importantly also, do this because you want to and want to gain the benefits. And if one day you don't feel like it, simply just don't do it. Maybe don't even do it for that day at all, or even that week. Don't let this become a chore you feel like you have to do, but let it become something you look forward to. When you open up your eyes after a session, it is just pure relaxation and bliss. And if for some reason you still don't trust me, or even science, then trust the thousands of years of practice, which is exactly just how old this phenomenon is. Some even argue that some texts found 1500 BC are some of the first written works about meditation, which actually makes this philosophy / practice / religion predate even Christianity. So no need to worry about this being some new and cool trick, which sounds cool to say when you are a top businessman and ask how you manage stress. It can be so much more than that. And there is actually a whole other aspect I haven't even mentioned yet. Mindfulness. Even though the keen eyed probably already saw it in the title or heard it in the intro. But what does mindfulness mean? A fuller mind? Well, let me explain. Meditation is practice, Buddhism is a religion, and mindfulness is more like a philosophy, as well as actually also being a practice. To be mindful comes from Buddhism and is an old practice and philosophy called sati, or however you pronounce that, which is meant to teach the simple ability, which is to learn to live with pain and to be more aware of your surroundings. And it is one of the core pillars of Buddhism. To practice sati or mindfulness, you have to teach yourself to perceive your thoughts almost like you're an outsider. The idea is that you try to notice present thoughts and feelings, but you do not judge them or dive into them. The goal is to be able to put yourself in a state of bare presence, meaning that you learn yourself the ability to exist, at least for some time, without letting you be controlled of your thoughts and emotions. Think of it as a way to regain control over your mind, because if we really think about it, we are more often than not slaves to our emotions. I know at least I can be. So, how do you practice this? It is actually quite simple. The first meditation technique I mentioned is actually a mindfulness practice as well as a meditation. You can probably hear that they are two sides of the same coin. But anyway, another very simple and yet effective way of practicing this is simply just to open your awareness to the world around you. Think of your day. How much time do you actually spend being aware of your surroundings? Most of the time we are being fed information left and right. When you are at work or school, when you play video games. When you listen to music. Even now, when you're listening to me talk about this, your brain is just receiving. And don't worry, this isn't some red pill kind of crap, where I tell you to cut all entertainment and fun out of your life. This is just me trying to encourage you to, for example, cut the music on the drive home one day and try to pay attention to the world around you. Try to just be present in whatever your surroundings are, and all of your anxieties and worries might seem just a little bit less daunting. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. Maybe not as entertaining as usual, but an actual guide on how to improve your vibe just fit this show too perfectly, and I hope you'll all give it a shot. Peace out. To keep up with the hottest vibe, make sure you subscribe. Remember to click the bell, leave a like as well. What should I talk about next? Let me know in text. And most importantly, thank you for watching.